At Harvester Technical College, we're beginning to develop programs based in STEM, and that is that we integrate science, technology, engineering and maths in a project and inquiry-based way. So instead of having separate areas where we might do those things, we'll encourage the students to apply all their knowledge in those different areas in one space. Might mean that some of the mathematics subjects are directly related to what's happening in the engineering workshop. So at the moment, some of the things that I teach in engineering to do with feed speeds and how fast the cutter needs to turn, I'm supported by Miriam, our maths teacher, when she works with the students in the same area. So they're getting that contextual link through the different areas rather than just being all separated.
One of the main projects we do is working with the RSPCA to come up with and design and then produce some animal enrichment projects for their yards over in Burwood. So the students are responsible for all elements of designing and then producing that and delivering it out to the RSPCA on site.
We want the student to learn numeracy that they can apply in real life. So some of our projects and some of the things that our students learn, for example, the seniors will look at tax calculations and how that affects their income. We'll get the students, the intermediate students, to learn about budgeting and how can they budget for their first car.
We'll get students who will build bridges, we'll get them to spray paint and do scaling. So a lot of the maths that we do is hands-on and creative.
I like the fact that I'm not sitting at a desk all day, that I'm also out and doing things where I can see is going to help me in the future.
It's a lot more interactive and do more moving around.
I felt like, I could just be myself around the teachers. Like, if I did have a problem, I could go up to them and talk to them about anything.
So last year I took one of my classes to the special school and they did a buddy program where they had a buddy and every week we'd visit and we'd work on different things. We'd come back to school and we'd reflect on it and we'd plan for the next week and decide what they were going to do. And we saw the relationships grow over the semester, which was fantastic.
The Sunshine Hospital, for example, where they actually designed and implemented plumbing projects that were for the palliative care unit. When we take that project into the literacy classroom, they'll actually be researching different aspects of what a hospital represents in the community.
Operating in engineering, it's highly technical. There's also a lot of safety issues, so our students have to be very serious to get through the amount of work and to do it safely. So one of the things we're really looking for is high quality outcomes, both educationally and the sort of work that the kids deliver. The things that they make, we want them to be really top quality.
We run a program for our Year 10s where they get to do a little bit of a taste of some of the different trades that we offer vet certificates for in Year 11 and 12 and get to work out what they think they might be good at and what they enjoy doing in Year 10 before they sign on for their certificate too in Year 11 or 12.
Obviously trying carpentry, I definitely stood out in that, so I chose that to do it the next year for my pre-up and aced it.
I encouraged them to get in and have a go at the welding and it turned out they found out not only were they good at it, but they actually enjoyed it. And I've had a couple of students as a result of doing the welding taster in Year 10 want to move on and move into engineering as a possible career choice because they established just simply from having a go at doing that welding that it was something that they were good at and something that they really enjoyed doing.
Students do 4 weeks worth of placement every year, which is very important because it's a whole month experiencing that trade and that skill, and they can actually figure out if they like it. If they don't like it, they can try 2 different blocks of 2 different trades.
Whether it's the hard skills that they learn in the workshop or some of the other more motivational skills that they learn through their other VCAL subjects, they're able to put them all into place. And quite often when they do return, particularly in the latter years of their studies, they'll be a lot more mature and a lot more dedicated to their studies to move on and complete their schooling.
Having that access to do work placement allows the students to kind of realise what they want to become, and it lets them kind of explore what the real world is like.
My boss wasn't sure about me when I first went for a trial with him, and then I showed him what I can do and he was really happy with me. He's like, you're better than half of the guys I've even had trial for an apprenticeship. So I was really happy with myself when he said that.
So often kids come back on a real high after work placement because they've developed a greater, deeper understanding of what we're doing here at Harbourside Technical College.
The most recent work placement we've been on, I was in Toowoomba, and me and this guy I worked with, we were building a massive garage which was 16 by 8, and it had weather balls all around it. We had to put up steel beams inside of it to make sure it's all supported because it was a massive open area in the hills, and I really enjoyed it. It was good fun, and I'm looking forward to my next work placement.
We get feedback here all the time that students come here because of the hands-on nature as well as the rapport that the staff build up with their students.
The parents are really excited because compared to other educational experiences, they see that the staff here are tailoring the experiences, the classroom experiences to the needs of their kids.
I ended up convincing my dad to let me come, and to be honest, he hasn't regretted it at all. He's really proud of me and how much I've achieved. I really enjoyed myself. For a student that hated school, to come into a school and come to school every day with a smile on my face was a big change.
They might have been trying to perform a certain process and it's been hard for them, but when they keep trying and they get it and you see that real, that real fulfilment that they get from that, that's success.
We've got students who've become electricians, plumbers, builders. We've also got students who've entered into the army, as well as students who've gone on to do further study and become nurses.
In 5 to 10 years, I see myself just finish off my apprenticeship and having a really good job that I enjoy and I'm really comfortable with it.
Hopefully being a fully qualified electrician, have my own business eventually.
Engineering programs connected just about any sort of industry. Obviously metalwork, but automotive, shipping, building, construction, just about anything. And the skills they learn in engineering are transferable just about any trade.
I see myself hopefully being an A-grade electrician, hopefully getting on with my life, family and stuff like that. So.